In this video I'll be going through the latest patch notes and I'll be going through the June roadmap for Hitman 2. I'm going to go through the patch notes first and then we're going to move on because the patch came out last week and I haven't covered it yet. But I was sort of waiting for the June roadmap so I can just combine them both. So let's get straight into the main ones for the patch notes. Menu optimizations. We made some back-end changes to the destination page that result in faster loading times. The impact of these improvements will vary from player to player. I haven't really noticed any difference myself, but it might make a difference on PC, I'm not completely sure. Legacy, the Chevalier calibration. So we fixed an issue where the completing of the Chevalier calibration escalation would cause the game to disconnect from the server. This escalation is only available to owners of the Game of the Year Legacy pack and will grant the Sega 300 Ghost upon successful completion. No, I know a lot of people have been complaining about this to me when they try and complete these. I didn't know what to say to them. I mean, if it's a bug, I don't know why you're telling me, but you know, I have heard about this, so hopefully it's fixed now for everybody. You can get that Sega 300 Ghost now. Gun shy guards. We fixed an issue where in rare cases 47 would trigger a combat state in direct sight of guards, but they would not engage in combat. Now this is something I have seen. It happened quite recently in a run I did last week, and it was a bit bizarre. Even in that party on, I committed a crime. Well, it was sort of like I shot a camera out, but the guard pointed the gun straight at me and he didn't shoot and he just ran away. It was just, I don't know, it's kind of odd. Anyway, next one, final test, silent assassin suit only. We fixed an issue that was preventing the silent assassin suit only challenge from unlocking in the final test despite the player fulfilling the requirements. I have personally have had this problem as well. I've been trying to get 100% on everything through Hitman 2, and I started off from the legacy missions and stuff like that, and this was one thing that was preventing me from getting 100% on final test, so I'm glad that's fixed now. And I can confirm it's fixed because I've already done it. What do you need? It says we fixed an issue where Agent 47 can get spotted from below when in the bathroom near Rangan's office in Mumbai. I believe there was a specific challenge that required us to, I think, was it electrocute all 3 targets in Mumbai? And that was how I got Rangan. I think I got him in the bathroom. And when you like trying to hide the bodies and stuff like that into the closet, there's a guard down below, and you can see through the frosted glass. It's kind of bullshit. So I'm hoping with this fix that's gone now, so you can just do what the hell you want in that bathroom, because there's really no real ways of getting Rangan by himself in your suit. So it is kind of difficult as it is. So I'm hoping that's sorted now. That's a nice fix. Mr. Magician, we fixed an issue where 47 could dump a body through a wall in Naya's home in Mumbai. I haven't personally seen that one, but that's been fixed. Tracked, we've fixed an issue where NPCs could see through the train yard door near the tracks in Mumbai. Another wall hack been fixed, so that's good. Hopefully this fixed some more, because there is several more, especially in Bangkok and Hokkaido. We fixed an issue that could cause guards in Mumbai train yards and construction areas to suspend their routines. That's been fixed. Minimap Risk Fortune, we fixed an issue that could cause the target indicators, the red icons, to be displayed on the minimap if the minimap NPC indicators option is turned off or the minimap target indicators option is turned on. Right. We've made sure that completed escalations are marked as completed with a check in all menus. Only when they actually completed, of course. I thought they did this anyway. I thought they introduced this little tick thing like 2 years ago. I'm not completely sure why. I don't know about that. What the hell? Little Stashy. We've fixed an issue where Lil Flashy could not be placed in hidden stash. Knox hidden. We've fixed an issue that could prevent NPCs from detecting Robert Knox's body when they saw it if he was killed in a specific way. I'm not sure what the specific way is. I don't know why they tell you this stuff. I then don't tell you what that specific way is. What's the point then? Because the fix literally means nothing to anyone if we don't know what it was. You know? It just seems a bit stupid for it to include it in the patch notes, but there you go. Powered up, we fixed an issue in Santa Fortuna where a poison line of cocaine had no effect on NPC using it. For clarity, the fix will cause the NPC to be affected by the poison, not the cocaine. Hashtag best fix ever. Contract search tile. We've fixed an issue where players could not interact with the contract search tile on the featured hub. Yep. Accessibility prompt. We've added the subtitle size and interaction prompt size options to be part of the initial boot screen, allowing players to set these options when the launch of the game for the very first time I should say. Okay. Within scope, we've changed the description for how to unlock the within scope challenge in Mumbai to more accurately describe what's required. The current description states that all targets need to be eliminated, but in fact it's only a single target. Okay, but why wouldn't you do this and combine it with the other one? I can't remember what it's called now, but you'll understand what I mean. Sniper Assassin XP text. We've made a change to how the XP action text is displayed on screen to prevent it from taking up a large amount of on-screen space, especially when earned over a short period of time. Sniper Assassin leaving hand 2. We've fixed an issue that could cause the players to get stuck in a hand 2 port if they immediately skip the outro video after completing the mission. Ghost mode improvements. Specifically prompt removal. We've fixed an issue where some prompts and messages would remain on screen after accepting an invite to a match. Hello, good night. We fixed an issue where players could activate the inventory and emote and menus while during the flying video. I've only experienced it once, but then again, why can't we do an emote as the game's loading in? I mean, you'll see like the camera zooming in onto the map into the two players. So while they're in that, we're standing side by side. Why can't we do emotes? What's the problem with that? Anyway, Cavern Crate. We've fixed an issue on the Columbia Ghost mode map where a ghost crate was incorrectly displayed in the cavern on 2 separate levels. Ghost Crash. We fixed an issue where the game could crash when a player accepts an invitation. Ghost Coin Description. We've changed the text description of the ghost coin to make it clear that when it is thrown by player A, the coin will appear in player B's world as a regular coin. I've noticed that myself. I think it appears as a classic coin. Lobby changes. We've fixed an issue that could cause an opponent's image to not appear in the lobby. PC specific improvements. Their heads up display lines. We've fixed an issue where small grey and red lines could appear on the inventory and minimap heads up display when the searching text appears on the minimap. They've got some known issues here, which is basically exactly the same as the ones I've been saying for about 2 or 3 months now. Basically it's saying if it's crashing, make sure you put it in DX11. Because, DX12 is apparently bugged on Hitman right now. I have personally I've been playing the PC a lot more recently, and yeah, I have personally had this crash as well. So yeah, it's kind of annoying. But if you put it in DX11, you just lose so many frames. Like I don't know. It's not very good. It will stop you from getting crashes, but you won't get all the best frames. But that's that. Anyway, let's move on to the June roadmap, eh? And this is what the June roadmap looks like. So it displays the Muffin Man Challenge Pack. Obviously, we've already done that. It got the new Legacy elusive target coming this Friday. We got 3 escalations actually. 3 escalations. Got the featured contracts coming up this month. And we've got some extra missions as well, which I will go into detail about. So we've got the Illusions of Grandeur, Embrace the Serpent, which are going to be special assignments, and the Bank is going to be a new map for the people that have the expansion pass. Those without the expansion pass, they won't get any of these missions, unfortunately. That's just how it is. So if you want to play these missions, you're going to have to, pay the $1 to actually get it. Well, it's more than $1, I'll tell you that. But anyway, the first thing that's coming up this month is the Legacy elusive target that deceived us on the June the 7th, which is tomorrow, Friday. So we have properly started the month with a bang and an entirely new concept for elusive targets. The Guru and the Congressman are 2 Legacy elusive targets that are back in Sapienza at the same time. This single contract includes 2 targets and features a new briefing video and target bios. Completing the contract will count as 1 towards your progress for unlocking elusive target suits. The contract will be live in-game for 10 days. So you'll need to own the Legacy Pack to play this elusive target, so make sure you download it if you haven't already. So if you didn't know how to get the Legacy Pack, you have to make sure you own Season 1 first in order to get it. And then you have to download the Legacy Pack within Season 1. Then you can boot it up and play it in Hitman 2. June 13th, we have an escalation contract called the O'Leary Conflagration. This is now you've got your muffins unlocked. We've got the perfect escalation contract for you to use them in. The O'Leary Conflagration, or I don't know how the hell you're supposed to say that, but keeps June's theme of greed kills in mind and tasks you with interfering in the business practices of Helen's Muffin Kitchen. Think deadly. If the name didn't give it away, you can expect to deal a great amount of damage through fires or incinerators over the course of each stage. So I'm guessing I'm going to have to like just drag bodies all over the place, which I'm not looking forward to. June 20th, we have featured contracts. This is inspired by a monthly theme of greed kills. We're setting this month's theme as Assassin's Greed. Our themed featured contracts are purposefully open-ended to make sure that the talented contract creators in the community are free to interpret them in many ways, ensuring some fun and varied contracts. Head on over to the dedicated featured contract submission thread to submit your contracts for this month's theme. Submissions close at 9 AM such European summertime on June 17th to get your submissions in before then, and there's a link on the page as well to take you there. This batch of featured contracts will also be the first chance for players to unlock the Handyman Toolbox. This unlock is awarded for completing the Contract Master Challenge, which requires 40 featured contract completions. I'm hoping that there's going to be more rewards for this later on, but at the same time, I'm not that bothered really. I don't do featured contracts anymore. I really do not like the featured contracts that these players are putting out. No offense to them, I just don't like targets that you've got 5 targets, and I really the sort of targets where you can't create distractions for them, the sort of targets that are in the middle of a public area where they're not ever secluded. I just don't find them contracts very creative, to be honest. I just don't think they're very good. Some people might like those sort of things, but I don't at all. What's the challenge one? That water one that we did last month. The one where you had to kill everyone by pushing everyone in water. Water Way to Go, I think it's called. Yeah, it's contracts like that. That really puts me off featured contracts completely. June 20th, we have another escalation contract called the Unpalatable Termination. It's an escalation contract that takes you to Miami for 3 stages of an escalation action. The focus here is around 47's ability with a shotgun. Now, a shotgun-wielding food vendor will bring its own problems, but we crank up the challenge in the later stages by including new complications and restrictions that will cause you to re-evaluate your approach and switch it up to make sure that you come away successful. Lock and load. So for this one, I highly advise you to unlock the NRAM HV Covert, which is a suppressed shotgun, because that's probably what you're going to need for this escalation. Otherwise, it's going to be very loud. June 24th, IOI Monthly number 4. It says, hello and welcome to another Hitman livestream. Our monthly livestream will return in June of the 4th episode, and it promises to be an exciting one full of reveals and announcements. We'll give you a developer insight into all the content for the month, preview the June game update, and take a look into the future with some announcements from the July roadmap. Key members of the team that created the bank will be on the stream to give you some reveals and details about what to expect from the newest Hitman 2 location. If you're not sure what these monthly streams are all about, basically, I've just told you. I was just going to explain, but I've already just explained, haven't I? Yeah, they give you some insight of the next month, and they give you a lot of little teasers for next month's content and stuff like that. And it's pretty good to tune in, because it gives you a lot of insight and all that kind of stuff. So. June 25th, I think it was a day later. June 25th is an exciting month for owners of Hitman 2 with an expansion pass, pass 1 specifically, because a brand new sandbox location is coming their way. The bank will include a new campaign mission titled The Golden Handshake, and takes Agent 47 to an investment bank in the United States. Expect new gameplay opportunities, new challenges to earn location mastery, and new unlocks that will change the way you play. New unlocks that change the way you play. That's made me a little bit curious what that is. What unlocks do you think was actually going to take place there? If it's saying unlocks that will change the way you play, and I mean they're bringing out something that's new, that's something that's going to be like really cool. I mean, they did spoil something in the patch notes. It's not there anymore. But in the last live stream that they did, They mentioned an electrocution phone. They said they're going to remove the electrocution phone from the explosive category in your inventory and move it to your tools, and it will be permanently there. And they're going to remove the explosive indicator for it as well. And I thought to myself, there is no electrocution phone. And I actually made a small clip about it, about the electrocution phone. I just kind of memed it on Twitter. And since then, they removed it from the patch notes. Now I'm thinking maybe they've spoiled a new item unlockable. If they're going to bring out a phone that when the person answers the phone and it electrocutes them, that's going to be quite overpowered. Let's just say that, because you could just drop the phone in front of a target, they'll pick it up, and any time you want to, you ring the phone up and they'll get electrocuted. That's an instant accident kill. That's a free accident kill any way you want. And that'd be pretty overpowered if they bring that in. Maybe they've spoiled that, but let's just see if they are going to introduce something like that. I would like to see something like that. I think the game needs something like that, to be honest. Something different, you know. Just give someone a different approach. You know, for new players, if it's going to be an easier way to get kills, then fair enough. I mean, you can only use it once, of course, isn't it? So, and on all these maps, you've got multiple targets, and some of them you've got 3 or 4, whatever. So, next one, June 25th, the special assignments come at the same time. They come the same day as the bank. I'm not completely sure why they've done this. They brought out 2 special missions with the bank as well, so they're stacking it. So it's June 25th, you've got special assignments that are a different type of mission for Hitman 2 that are exclusive to the expansion pass owners. These missions tasked Agent 47 are taking down a target of interest in an existing location. The first 2 special assignments are in Mumbai and in Santa Fortuna, with a new target and a set of challenges to complete. Embrace the serpent and illusions of grandeur take place at different time of the day compared to their location's main mission, and some elements of the location have been changed to support the gameplay for each mission. So I'm guessing they're going to close off certain areas of the map. This is my guess, just like they've done it in Season 1 with the Icon and you know, the Patient Zero campaign and whatnot. I'm guessing they're cutting off some parts of the map, because there's only one target for this one. They're going to change the time of the day to make the map feel a bit different as well. They're going to change things around the map, which is kind of cool. I just don't like the fact that it's on the same day, because obviously I'm going to be covering the bank and all their challenges for that. However, I don't want to miss out on these special missions as well. Contract mode is not enabled for special assignments, as we feel these main missions offer equal a variety and opportunity for contract creation. Special assignments are included in the expansion pass or expansion pack 1. For more special assignments will be released as part of the expansion pass later this year. There's also going to be a new map released in the future. There's going to be a prison map, which is going to be a sniper map, and there's going to be a new map based on like an island, like the resort they're calling it. That ain't going to get released until the end of the year though. So now that's been said and announced. June 27th, we've got another escalation contract at this year, Aquatic Retribution. We're heading back to Miami for the 2nd time this month for another escalation contract. This time we're getting ready for the trip to the aquarium like never before in the Aquatic Retribution escalation contract. Bring your fish. So, yeah. I'm guessing we're going to have to push people in the water or something. I don't know. June 28th, we have another legacy elusive target. As you remember, Mr. Giggles as the final elusive target from Hitman 1, and now he's back as a legacy elusive target in Hitman 2. It's Marrakesh by night for this one, with 2 objectives: eliminate Mr. Giggles and acquire the client list. As the first elusive target in Marrakesh, the entertainer is also the first chance to unlock the summer suit with gloves. Add it to your inventory by successfully completing this contract. So if you played Marrakesh, you'll notice he has like a white to creamish kind of coloured suit. You'll get that with gloves once you've completed this elusive target. On June 25th, they have a major update for June arrives at the same day as the bank and the special assignments. It says expect a range of improvements and fixes to all aspects of the game, including issues reported by a community. We'll have more details to share on the IOM monthly number 4 on the full release notes that will be published before the game update is available to download. So yeah, that's the entire roadmap for June. There's more content this month than I think we ever had in Hitman before. That's what, 3 escalations, 2 elusive targets, featured contracts, 2 special assignment missions, and a new map completely. So that's quite a lot of content to be getting on with. I'm going to obviously prioritize the bank. Obviously I'll be doing the escalation before it comes out, but I'll be prioritizing the bank, of course, and then I'll be moving on to the special assignments. I feel like that is the best course of action, because you know, everyone else is going to be more curious about the bank than the other 2 missions. Not to say they're not important, but they are the less important than the bank themselves. So I'm just curious to how many challenges these new missions are going to have, and what kind of unlockables they're going to have. Let me know in the comments what you think the unlockables are going to be, and what you'd like to see. And yeah, that's going to pretty much do it for this video. So hopefully you've stayed with me to the end here. Been a long one, I know, sorry about that, but yeah, it's taken me all week to get around to doing this, but shit, I ain't really in a good frame of mind right now. Yeah, I don't want to go into it actually. Anyway, that's going to do it for this video, so thank you very much for watching, and I've updated the credits for this month as well, so the credits should be rolling on the screen right now. And thank you very much for all the new supporters on Patreon and all the new supporters through the membership program on YouTube. I really do appreciate all the extra support. If you are interested in joining that, then all the links are in the description of joining Patreon or the membership below. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video, which is tomorrow, which will be the Legacy Elusive Target, the Deceivers. I'm not doing a live stream for that, by the way. Sorry about that, but I'm just going to get on with the video, you know. Alright, see you later. Cheers.